What up, y'all? What's going on? It is late at night and I have been knocked out, but I just had to get on camera because my spirit just won't let me rest about this MJ Harris and Corey thing, honey. So just let's get right into it. After we all went through this week, we've all seen the videos of the breakup video with Corey and MJ Harris. And let me just tell y'all, I don't know what sickens me the most. I don't know if the fact that it sickens me to know that people in his comments are still falling for the okie doke, talking about that they feel sorry, and that, they are here as far as to provide support and to provide a shoulder to cry on for him. He really got these people fooled and played, because I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that at this point, after looking at all of the facts, and this is not just me throwing stuff out there, because I don't throw stuff out there as far as to sit here and try to mess up somebody's name. People mess up their own. People dig their own graves for them for themselves. People sometimes can put their own foot in their mouth, and this is one of the situations to where this person has put their own foot in their mouth because of the fact that they sit here and initially saw an opportunity to be had. They saw where there was an advantage to be had, and they took it and ran with it, and this was the outcome. And this should be a lesson learned for people out there that, when it comes to idolizing people, people sit here thinking that, oh, these people, like famous people, or some people that's supposed to be idolized and, picture perfect lives. It should be a lesson learned that everything that glitters is not sitting always turn out to be authentic or real. Everything that shines isn't gold. And that's just the truth about it. And the truth with this MJ Harris thing is that it's sad that regardless of whether it's real or not, that you would get on a platform such as yours to go and humiliate yourself to this extent, as well as humiliate the other person as well and put them on the spot. Because at this point, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what to even think about it, because it don't even make sense. Some parts, sometimes it makes sense, but then when I go back and look at other videos, like for example, the video, some of y'all may have seen the video that came out that he put out when he mentioned that, he didn't know. He mentioned that Corey wanted an open relationship and he had one of his friends on FaceTime. That video. So let me tell you about that video, what really bothered me. So first off, it starts out with MJ sitting on the floor and Corey sitting behind MJ with his arm wrapped around him. And, they're talking or whatever, having a conversation, and they end up and MJ ends up calling his friend on FaceTime or whatever. And so they're having a conversation, and somewhere along the way, I guess there's a mention of, as far as an open relationship. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I didn't even watch the whole video because, like I said, it irritates my soul at this point every time you just sit here and watch this bullshit take place. Pretty much, I'm just gonna call it what it is, because it is bullshit, I feel like, at this point. But basically, MJ is having a conversation with his friend, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, our package just so happens to be down at the bottom of the staircase outside the apartment. So MJ tells Corey, after the fact that Corey has mentioned something to the extent of, of being in an open relationship or not being, as far as, monogamous, in support of monogamy when it comes to relationships. MJ tells Corey that, hey, there's a package downstairs. There should be a man down there to help deliver it to you. And you can tell by looking at, if you look really closely at the facial expressions between these two, it's almost like they're looking at each other like, okay, here's your cue to start putting on an act. And I'm going to tell you when to come back up, because we need to make this look really good for the camera. Like I'm telling y'all, if you observe the video closely, you can almost see the smirk on their faces, like they know what the hell they doing. And this is what bothers me. I really feel like that something is going on in the midst. I feel like two things are occurring. The first thing that is occurring is that there is an opportunity, like I said, to be had. And when I say opportunity, I mean in terms of somebody has seen an opportunity to make money for likes and views in exchange for revenue. And they're like, okay, we're going to take it and run with it. The second thing is that I feel like that people out here knowing that, you know, there's a huge fan base that is going to watch MJ because, like I said, these women are invested. These women are considered to be his best friends. That's what he calls his fans, his best friends. And these women truly do feel like that they are connected to him in a way of where it's like anything that happens to MJ, they are going to come down hard on whoever hurts or breaks his heart, supposedly. So with that being said, I do feel like that, for one, an opportunity was to be had, a opportunity to make money was to be had, and two, I feel like that feelings got involved over time. There's just no way in the world. I'm just, you know, and maybe that's just me being the romantic, emotionally driven person that I am. I just refuse to believe that somebody would just make up a story like this and not have any feelings or attachment involved. I do feel like that somewhere along the way, some feelings were involved in something, but this, I'm sorry, y'all, the timing on this just seems too coincidental that now they are no longer together after the fact that the quarantine has been lifted pretty much. Well, it has not been lifted, but in the state of California, there has been some restrictions that has been lifted. As far as the stay-at-home order, I believe it is still in place, but some things as far as the country as a whole, when you think of the country as a whole, the quarantine has somewhat been lifted and the restrictions have somewhat been relaxed. And it just seems too coincidental, if you ask me, that the fact that once this happens, we all of a sudden get a video of Corey walking into the room with a damn open ass box, not even taped now. Now, normally when a person moves out, you would think that they would have the box taped, but he just walked his ass into camera on the other video that was discussed of where they broke up with a box open, and it looked like that box was light as hell. It didn't look like anything was in that box, at all. But to go back to the other, because I'm getting ahead of myself, to go back to the other video that I was talking about, the one where, you know, Corey admitted to being, you know, as far as wanting to be in an open relationship. The reason why that video bothered me so much is because it just, like I said, it seemed like everything was put on as an act. And it's like, if you look closely, you could almost see the smirk on their faces. And then with the whole acting of MJ acting like he was so shocked when Corey went and said what he said, you know, him just sitting there looking like he was so devastated, and his friend on the phone. Like, I'm telling y'all, something is not right with this. You cannot tell me that this is some kind of just out of the blue thing that is just going. No, I'm telling y'all, MJ is very strategic. He didn't get to the point of success where he is today just by being what you call a basic bitch. MJ knows what he is doing, okay? And when I say that he knows what he is doing, I mean that he knows what he is doing in terms of he is going to milk this as long as he can to get whatever profit he can off of it, because it's all about business and it's all about the almighty dollar and it's all about greed. Here, I wouldn't even be surprised at this point if Corey comes out with a whole platform as a result of this, because now he's became a name with himself because of being attached and associated to MJ. But I'm telling y'all, ladies, some of you all, if you are watching this and you've been fans of MJ, you make your own decision. At the end of the day, you are grown. You can make your own decision. This goes for ladies, men, whoever out there is watching him. But like I said, be warned. Look and read in between the lines. Understand the writing on the wall. And don't be deceived by people feeding you stuff that they want you to sit here and think is going on when that's not what's really going on. Because I'm telling y'all, if y'all go back and look at all of these videos, don't y'all think it's mighty, mighty, mighty suspicious and mighty, mighty, mighty fishy? The fact that, you know, one day you got a video posted, MJ talking about, oh, we done broke up. Me and Corey broke up. Then the next day, they're back together. Then the next day, they broke up again. Then the next day, now they having sex. Then, now, after everything is said and done, you got to keep in mind, I can see if this was like, when it comes to the reasons why they broke up, this all had been discussed in these videos posted prior to that breakup video as to the things that they had disagreed on, such as MJ wanted kids. Corey originally did not want kids. MJ believed in being in a monogamous relationship. Corey did not believe as far as that monogamy as far as is a good fit for him, or that he, you know, wants to be in an open relationship. Corey is a porn star. All of these things was already prior knowledge to the breakup video. So I don't understand that after all of this time, you mean to tell me that you sit here and will allow a man, not only did you allow this man in your house, but you slept with this man according to what you said in your video. You slept with this man. Y'all had unprotected sex. And that's one of the other things that bothers me too. Y'all had unprotected sex on a person that you know probably is not even monogamous anyways, because of the fact that, hello, he's a porn star. Let's be for real. Now, I ain't trying to say that all porn stars is like that, but what I am trying to say is that based on the videos that I've watched, this person don't mind having a threesome. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I was a porn star, I don't care who is paying me what. I'm not about to have no threesomes, no quadsomes, no foursomes. It's not going down like that, boo-boo. We're not doing that. No, I'm not going to be having nobody digging up all in my hole wearing that I tearing shit out the frame with. Y'all done lost your damn mind. Hell no. We ain't doing that. So that's the reason why I'm just like, how could you not know this stuff? And it took you going through all of this stuff and putting your dignity and integrity on the line and your brand on the line, all in what? In exchange for some clout? It has to be something else that is going on, y'all. I'm sorry. And maybe this is just me, and like I said, I have nothing against MJ. I don't even know this man from a can of paint other than what he's put on for Facebook for us to see. And if that's what you put out there in public for us to see, that's what we are going to sit here and take and run with as far as first impression, because this is clearly what you wanted us to see, right? So if you want us to see that you are pretty much a bad decision maker when it comes to making decisions in your own life as it pertains to your love life, even though you try to give other people advice about love, then that's what we're going to take at face value. So all I'm saying is just be careful what you put out there, because that's what we're going to take at face value. And I'm sorry, it doesn't add up to me why a person who comes across as so strategic and thinks about every single thing and is always 2 steps ahead of the game would allow this to sit here and happen. And now your name has been smeared all across the nation as the person who done sit here and been played like Boo-Boo the Fool. Not only that, but now people are sitting here saying that you made everything up, which is even worse, because now it's showing that, you know, you got women out here who saying that, oh, okay, well, you know what, MJ, it's okay, sweetheart. You can pick up the pieces. I see this, you know what, this inspires me, MJ, to pick up my own pieces and go and mend my own relationship with exes who probably done been beating their ass and see him dragging their asses down through the gutter. You see what I'm getting? You see where I'm going with this? You are encouraging people who are already broken to sit here and say it is okay for someone to sit here and pretty much F you and leave you high and dry is the message that you sending out. You pretty much is sending the message out saying it's pretty much okay for somebody to sit here and screw you over, do you any kind of way, and leave your ass high and dry. You are sending the message out saying that it is okay to sit here and get on public platform and tell all your goddamn business to the world and be made to look like Boo-Boo the Fool. But it's okay, though, because of the fact that you can live to see another day. You are pretty much setting the example that we as black gay men who already get a bad rap for doing this crazy type of shit is just adding fuel to the fire. Now people going to have a whole nother thing to sit here and associate us with. Well, you know, y'all always want to sit here and say y'all want a relationship and all this other stuff, and that y'all ain't no hoes, or that y'all don't sit here and do X, Y, and Z, or that y'all use protection, or that y'all are responsible. But yet instead, here it is. I just saw a person that has a big platform, a black gay man out here done disclosed his whole personal life to the world and done told all his business. And now, as a result of that, everybody got to sit here and suffer because of one bad apple and spoil the whole damn bunch. You see where I'm going with this? This is why you got to be careful about how you put things out to be perceived. Perception is everything sometimes. It is everything when it comes to how people will see you, and they will have that memory embedded in their head. And like I said, I hope for the sake of your fan base and your supporters who clearly will stand by you to the end, I hope that this is not something that you just sit here and decided to come up in the grand scheme of things for an almighty dollar. Because if it is, trust me, everybody has their judgment day. And you are no exception to that rule, MJ. Period. So, all I'm going to say is, it's just sad. And as far as Corey is concerned, like I said, I don't put all the blame on him. I feel like that 2 wrongs don't make a right, and it definitely takes 2 to tango. But this right here, this shit has gotten out of hand. This shit should have been stopped a long time ago when it was already decided that he didn't want kids. Corey didn't want kids. He didn't, as far as didn't seem like the type that wanted to be settled down. Like, this should have been something that should have been stopped long ago. And furthermore, it should have been something that should have never been posted to social media. Not to the extent of where you sharing every single detail of your life. Some things are just meant to be kept private behind closed doors. We ain't got to know everything. We ain't got to know everything about your sex life. We ain't got to know everything. And that's not, for you that want to sit here and get on here and say, oh, well, that's liberating for somebody to sit here and share that they pretty much being treated like a slut in the bedroom. No. Once again, everything is not meant for public consumption. Some things you just need to keep to yourself behind closed doors. Keep some stuff sacred. You ain't got to share everything. I would never sit here and share with the world knowing that my family and my mom could sit here and see a video of me talking about how a man is saying pretty much drug me through the valley and sit here and bulldoze me, honey, and bent the frame out and tow shit up, honey, in my hole. I would never sit here and put a video out like that. Who does that? That is a sign of desperation, is what it is a sign of. That's what you call desperation, period. Sorry, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm getting off this live because I got to work in the morning and I'm going to bed and I'm tired. Like, share, subscribe to this video. And if you want to see more content, stay tuned. Peace.